Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. Today I'm bringing you a DIY video. I started to film it in January. So what you've seen is me buying the paint color I need to upcycle this box. I chose this particular color because I wanted it to go with my cushion in my bedroom. This box was the shoe polish box of my father, I think when he was in school or in the army, so it's basically at least 40 years old. It's been painted several times, not well, you have some drip marks, and I've used it as a jewelry box since I was a child, but I want to make it more functional. I want to create some organizing things to put earrings or rings, and I want to include a mirror. So the first step was to clean the hardware, because every time this box has been painted over, the hardware was painting the same color, and I didn't want to add another layer of color on this hardware. I wanted to see if I could go back to the original finish, and I first tried to use some nail polish remover to see if it would make easier scraping off the paint. And it worked pretty well, but I had to scrap for a good long while, and there were still some traces of paint left on it. I was really happy to see that the paint had all bubbled up, and it was so easy and satisfying to remove it after that. It really came off really easily, and I could see the real color of the hardware, even in the little grooves. And you can see the last color on the box, this green color. So the front of the box has a metal finish, and these hinges have a gold finish, so I'll need to paint them the same color. Now I'm going to make the little organizer things I want to create for my earrings and necklaces. I watched a few YouTube videos about how to go about it, and it seems pretty straightforward. I'm just going to need a few sewing bits because I want to use some pretty fabric to complement the color I've chosen for the box. And this is my little fabric stash. I thought maybe the paint I had chosen would go well with this minted fabric, but it doesn't. And then I discovered I had still this scrap bit of fabric I had bought to make a pillow, and I think it would go really nicely with the paint. I'm making the bases for the organizers with a bit of scrap cardboard. I decided to use the pieces of an old t-shirt to create the little folds I'm going to need to organize the earrings and rings. And if this white fabric was the fabric you wanted for your organizers, this would be the end of the DIY. But because I wanted to use my pretty floral fabric, now I have to cover these white folds with the fabric. Now I'm making the second organizer things, which is basically a little cushion for my necklaces and bracelets. I didn't want to just wrap the fabric around the cardboard. I wanted it to look a bit cushiony, a bit nice. I'm using the scrap bits from my earring organizers to pad this little cushion, and then I just have to wrap the fabric around it. Now I'm going to paint the box with the color I've chosen, and it's wall paint, but it's going to be fine. I bought a sample size because I didn't need more, and the color in the pot is absolutely gorgeous. I just really love it. I would love to paint or to draw with it. And I used a roller foam thingy to make sure I had a smooth finish, and I painted everything, even the bits I wouldn't see. So it's been a few weeks since I started this project and cowardly put it away because I realized that I absolutely hate that color. I wanted to use that color precisely because it matched my new cushion and the tones in my Persian rug, but this reminds me so much of a color that this box used to be painted in, and it's just I can't stand it. So I decided that I would paint it this color, which is the color of my accent wall in my bedroom, which you would have seen in my bedroom makeover video. So I need to sand and repaint this entire thing, and it's just I don't want to do it, but now I feel motivated, and with the magic of editing you will see the box newly painted in 3, 2, 1. So I've finished painting the box and I've started painting the hardware. I didn't have any matte black paint with me, so I used this spray paint that I sprayed in this little container, and the paint stays liquid for a little bit, so that's what I'm putting, and I need to put a second coat. I'm trying not to get any paint in the little grooves here so that the hinges work properly. It looks good. I really like the contrast the black hardware has with the green paint, but honestly I don't know if it's going to chip, so I'll let you know how it goes, but I will put some clear top coat over it and maybe it will protect it. I didn't know what else I could have done. Just want to see if I can put the mirror in the lid. To attach it, I'm going to use these 2 command strips because I don't want to make this permanent. I don't want to use, like, I think I would use a glue gun or something to attach it. But I don't want to make this permanent in case I want to change the function of this box in the future. So let's see, let's slide this in effortlessly. Effortlessly, I said. Come on. Please, pretty please. Don't embarrass me in front of the nice viewers. It's going in. Okay. It's in, it's in. Look, it's in. Yep, I'm pretty excited. Let's hope this one goes in nicely too. How cute is it? And it goes well with the green as well. Oh, I'm so happy. So now we need a cute montage with all my jewelry inside. Okay, see you in a bit.